Hey, how y'all doing? I want to thank everybody for tuning in to the Triple Ace podcast. I am your host, Triple Ace, and today we'll talk about my age, NBA, the 10 prisoners that escaped by New Orleans, and some other topics that we'll get into today. So, once again, thank you for tuning in to the Triple Ace podcast. All right, so check this out, right? As a young kid, I don't know, like as a young kid, right? You can't wait to get older, you know what I mean? You just gotta be older, you know what I mean? But when you get older, your mentality changes. Like, damn, you know what I mean? So I'm saying that to say this, like, I just turned 40s. I'm in my 40s now. Thank God that I made it to see 40. And so now it's like, damn, every birthday you have, you're getting closer to death, you know what I mean? Which I'm not scared of death at all. So, but as a kid, you couldn't wait to grow up, you know what I mean? You couldn't wait to be an adult so you can do shit that you can't do as a little kid. But now when you get older, you know what I mean, you have birthdays and shit come by, all that don't matter no more. It's like, damn, 40 years on this earth, like, damn, now I'm getting closer to death, you feel me? So I was wondering, do anybody else think like that? Like, to think like, older you get, like, fuck, I'm almost out of here, you know what I mean? So yeah, I just want to thank God that I made it to see 40 years old, you know what I mean? So entertainment news, you got Salt and Pepper. They suing Universal Records for their song "Push It Up." So I thought they owned their records by now, cause shit, it been years. You know what I mean? So I know, like, after a certain amount of years, you get your masters back, or your copyrights back from these record labels. So apparently, that's not the case with Salt and Pepper. They suing them. They coming out their rights. It been a long time though. They should have been did this. Record companies, man, they take advantage of artists. They rip them off. They take all their money. A lot of people don't know you don't make money off of record sales, especially nowadays in this generation. You don't. Everything goes to streaming, and these record companies, man, they've been eating good, feeding their families while artists broke. Trying to make it day to day. So, Salt and Pepper, they decided to sue them for the song "Push It Up." That song "Push It" real good. So I hope they win in court. They should win, get their masters back, and yeah. So just let y'all know that they suing Universal Records, and I hope they get their masters back from that. But these record companies, man, it should be a new law with the contract. You sign a contract, you know what I mean? Basically, you're a fucking slave, you know what I mean, to these people. You gotta sell records. You might get a hit, but after that, that's it. You know what I mean? So, your future is like, you have to depend on other stuff to make money, income, stuff like that. So I hope Salt and Pepper win this lawsuit and get their rights back for their music. Yeah, so thank y'all for tuning in to the Triple Ace podcast, and I appreciate y'all listening to me. It means a lot. I appreciate that. If y'all want to support me, go to www.Nennard clothing line, and I got a bunch of t-shirts up there. You can check it out, my little website. I need some people to start buying from there. Been up for a little minute. But yeah, Nennard clothing line. Go there. You can support me there. What else? Yeah, and check out the new merch, you know what I mean? And then y'all know, y'all can let me know, Is y'all feeling the clothes or leave a comment, you know what I mean? I can get better at doing t-shirts and stuff like that. So support me at www.denardclothingline.com. Also, check out my kids' book, Madison and Friend Tommy is on Amazon right now. You can check that out. It's a good book for like kids, you know, like 3 and up, whatever. You can check it out, little family book. But it's on Amazon. Look up Madison and Friend Tommy on Amazon and you can support me there. And I do appreciate it. Now let's get back into the news. Apparently, 10 inmates escaped from New Orleans prison. 10 of them. But 6 got caught. My bad, 4 got caught, and then 6 still on the run. So the inmates, like the 4 that got caught, they were stupid. They were stupid. So soon they broke out of prison. Soon they broke out of prison, they went back home and changed their clothes. That's how they got caught. That's like y'all some stupid ass idiots, bro. Like, that's why I say black people this ignorant, bro. Like, you don't get out of jail and then go straight home. Like, they know you going there. You know what I mean? So that was just easy. Now the other 6, they smart. You know what I mean? But they're gonna get caught too, because you need money, assholes. That's something that y'all don't got. You know what I mean? You need money to get the place here and there. You know what I mean? You can't use a credit card, which y'all never got. You know what I mean? Y'all don't have cash. You know what I mean? So, and then I heard that a couple of y'all only had like a month, maybe 2 months left. You know what I mean? And y'all fucked that up by just escaping like y'all going nowhere. Come on, man. Come on. And then I understand the ones that's on the murder charge. Like, I understand you motherfuckers, you know what I mean? Y'all trying to get out. I understand that. But the other motherfuckers, come on, bro. You know what I mean? So, yeah, so 6 still on the run. Y'all 4 got caught. Man, y'all stupid, man. The 4 that went home and changed their clothes like everything was normal, y'all some stupid motherfuckers, man. But y'all give black people a bad name, man. Well, so eventually all of them gonna get caught. Those 10 of them escaped. They saying that the inmates got help from the inside. So basically somebody from the inside told them, hey, you can get out this way, you know what I mean? Do it that way. So everything's on an investigation for that. And yeah, New Orleans. All right, let's get into the sports world. Let's go to the NBA. This who I think gonna win it all. I think OKC gonna win it all. I don't think Minnesota got that much firepower to beat OKC. And then, like I say, New York Knicks, I think gonna be going to the finals. Going to the championship. I think they gonna beat the Pacers. And then I think OKC gonna come out top, beating Minnesota. It man gotta pull it through, man. He gotta pull it through. But I think gonna be OKC and the Knicks. And then I think OKC gonna win it all. Them boys young, they hot. They scoring off of fast breaks. They can't be stopped. I mean, this their year. They can't be stopped. So, I feel like OKC gonna win it all. That's my opinion on the NBA, and I'm sticking to it. Cause you already got the heavy hitters. They out of there. Golden State out of there. Boston, they out of there. You know what I mean? So, only teams left, Minnesota and OKC, and then you got Detroit, and you got New York Knicks. But I think I'm sticking with it. OKC gonna win it all, and they got the #1 defense. So I'm gonna let that sink in. All right, y'all. That's all I got for today. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Triple Ace podcast, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Peace.